and welcome to... Thanks. Novak Djokovic just hitting the court, coming out for a quick practice session before his match later this afternoon. We saw his first round opponent, Martin Fucsovics of Hungary, out here just earlier. Djokovic, of course, coming into the tournament as a sixth-ranked player in the world. They've gone roughly 2 years without a Grand Slam, but won this year's Wimbledon title. The 6'2", 31-year-old Serbian has been playing well throughout the latter half of this season. He won the Cincinnati Masters just 2 weeks ago, defeating Roger Federer 6-4, 6-4 in the final. Djokovic landing in Roger Federer's quarter of the draw. Those two have a possible quarterfinal matchup in the near future. Djokovic and Fucsovic have not played before. The Hungarian who will be facing Novak in the first round is just 26 years old, ranked number 41 in the world. Fucsovic had a hard-fought battle against Stan Wawrinka in the round of 32 in the Canadian Open last month, winning the first set 6-1, dropping the next two 7-6, 7-6, 12-10 in the third set tiebreaker to fall to Wawrinka. So the young Hungarian can certainly compete at the highest level, and certainly not a match that Novak is overlooking. The grounds are open and fans are starting to pour into stadiums around the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. We have another exciting day today after a historic day one, opening day of the 50th US Open. We saw world number one Simona Halep upset in the very first match to be played in the new Louis Armstrong Stadium. We saw 2017 finalist Kevin Anderson tested in a 5-set battle with American Ryan Harrison. Anderson was able to pull through. And yesterday evening in the nightcap, we saw Serena Williams reclaim her dominance here in Flushing Meadows. 2 years since her last US Open match, she came and dominated Magda Linette. And following that match, Rafa Nadal faced countryman David Ferrer, who unfortunately had to retire due to injury, and announced that this will be the last Grand Slam appearance for the 36-year-old Spaniard. On tap today, Sam Stosur and Caroline Wozniacki will be the first match here in Arthur Ashe at noon. Novak Djokovic will be just after that tonight in the nightcap. Roger Federer, the number 2 seed and of course 20-time Grand Slam champion, will be facing off against Nishioka. Madison Keys, the 14th seed and 2017 Women's US Open finalist, will be the final match in Arthur Ashe Stadium this evening. Louis Armstrong Stadium, Ostapenko, Kerber, and Sasha Zverev, the young German number 4 seed, will all be playing in the day session. And tonight, Aussie sensation Nick Kyrgios, followed by Maria Sharapova. A lot of exciting action, and of course we'll be bringing you live practice sessions all day long. Roger Federer and Maria Sharapova still to come later this afternoon. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Novak starting to open up the court a bit more, some cross-court rallies. Let us know in the comments, how do you think Novak's going to do in the 2018 US Open? Mero in the comments saying, good luck, Djokovic. Mo asks what time will they start playing. The outer courts just started about 10 minutes ago at 11 a.m. Eastern, and here in Arthur Ashe Stadium, they will be starting play at noon Eastern, just under 50 minutes from now. That match, Sam Stosur and Caroline Wozniacki, the first on court. Fernando saying hello from Ecuador. Thank you to all our international fans for joining us. Let us know in the comments your pick to win the men's singles title at the US Open. Will Novak Djokovic tie Pete Sampras with his 14th Grand Slam? Rafa Nadal last night, the 17-time major champion, showed that he's still in top form. He took Cincinnati off last week after winning the Canadian Open, but looked very strong in the opening 2 sets against David Ferrer before Ferrer's retirement due to the calf injury. Nadal, in many folks' opinion, the player to beat here at the Open. Novak Djokovic may have something to say about that. We see Djokovic getting some instruction from his team on that backhand. He's been focusing on the backhand quite a bit throughout practice. We saw on the 3rd day of Fan Week him come out after playing a practice set, come out here with a small basket of balls and his coach and just hit backhand after backhand, both coming over the ball and working on that slice, which we see him hitting now. One comment saying it'll be a great match between Federer and Djokovic if they both reach the quarters. We completely agree. That'll be one to look forward to. Novak, of course, a 2-time US Open champion himself, winning in 2011 and 2015. Federer are both falling in the same quarter of the draw. Leading up to the tournament, we've seen him out here on Ashe nearly every day, getting some practice sets in for the tournament. This year's Wimbledon run gave Novak quite a bit of confidence that he had been missing, proving he can compete at the Grand Slam level once again after injury concerns. He defeated the 21 seed Kyle Edmund, the big server. He defeated Kei Nishikori, a former top 5 player in the world, in the quarters. He, of course, had the battle with Rafa 10-8 in the 5th set in the semifinals before handling Kevin Anderson in the finals. A fantastic run for Novak to the Wimbledon crown. Matches are just getting started around the grounds. A historic attendance yesterday. The grounds were packed all day long. Fans were excited, and the matches did not disappoint on opening day. Were fully healthy and playing at the Grand Slam level. Of course, Andy Murray back winning his first round against the Australian Duckworth yesterday in Louis Armstrong Stadium. That another emotional win for Murray as he tries to make his way back. Stan Wawrinka, another player who's dealt with significant injuries over the past year, came out and looked fantastic yesterday in a straight set victory over the 8th seed Grigor Dimitrov. That's the second time Wawrinka has defeated Dimitrov in the past couple months. Novak's opponent, Martin Fucsovics of Hungary, a former #1 ranked junior in the world, 26-year-old. They have not played before. But the Hungarian comes into the tournament ranked number 41. Lost in the first round. Comments saying good luck, wish I could be there. Well, I definitely recommend coming out to the Open at some point. It is truly a one-of-a-kind experience. Novak will play out a few more points and head into the locker room to prep for his match coming up. Second match on Stadium Court here in Arthur Ashe Stadium. This, of course, the 50th US Open. You see Novak with that strong jab step into the court after the serve. Impressive footwork as always. Big kick serve up the tee for Novak there.